Hey guys, welcome to a brand new episode of Harry Potter Wizards Unite. Today we are talking about this, the brand new update breakdown that Wizards Unite Hub have done. If you need this information, it will be in the description below. Before we get into the video, I have to state that I am affiliated with Warner Brothers, but all that I'm talking about in here is of my own opinion. And if you're new to the channel, make sure to hit subscribe if you want to keep up to date with all information like this. I'm going to be putting out a ton of content when it drops globally, Wizards Unite, so you can expect to see some pretty good content, hopefully that will be really helpful for starting in the game. Today though, we're getting into this. The update, version 1331.0.0 update. A new Harry Potter Wizards Unite update has started rolling out for Wizards in New Zealand. Version number blah 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 blah. I'm not saying that again. The new update fixes a number of bugs and introduces a few new strings to the game. The official changelog highlights the really important changes. So this is what you will see on the store, that we're going to be getting a new environment that's been added to the port keys for you to explore. When they broke down the data of the game when it was released, they found that there was a few different locations for the port keys. So I think currently there's only one. I think it's Hagrid's Hut or somewhere like that. And you go in and you can click on the rack spurts, which are around to get experience and ingredients. But they plan to have more environments. So it looks like they've added one of the others. I think one of them is Dumbledore's office. So that's what they're stating we have officially, and they've added Niantic Kids login method support. Additional bug fixes have been made, so fixed various text and display issues, fixed an issue with players receiving an error when collecting from an inn, and for Pixel XL phones, fixed an issue where a player may get stuck on the loading screen. So this is the official note, but when we break it down, there's a whole host of other changes which are going to be important to the game. It looks like there's definitely some balancing changes going on and tweaking with the gameplay to make some changes that may make it, more balanced. So we've got various new encounter additions, win rate tweaks, and spell changes. There are too many to list here, but the majority of encounters was touched in some way. So if we are encountering, there is a whole list of the foundables. I'm doing a video which is ready to release when it comes out, of 142 foundables in the game that they currently have. There was a whole list of other ones though that weren't in the beta version on release, so maybe they've added some of those for the different categories in the registry. Win rate tweaks have changed, and spell changes, interestingly, have changed as well. Vampire and werewolf encounters stat changes, including stamina, resistance, combat power, and mitigation buffs and nerfs. So not sure whether they were too easy or too hard. They've made some changes to balance that out. We've also got the 2 invigoration drafts. The time to craft is increased from 600 seconds to 3,600 seconds. So they've timed that by 6 on the invigoration draft, and 3.5 or something like that for the next one. So we're going to see that it must be probably a good potion to have, and that they don't want you getting too much of it, so they've obviously increased the time. And in addition to that, they've got various storyboard and string changes. We haven't seen much from the storyline, and I think this is going to save it. Remember, it is a beta, so any footage you're seeing now is, it's a pre-release. They're just testing bugs out. It will not be the finished products, so there may be some things in there that you're not gonna see on day one, until day one released. So better security through the client side as well. 1331 brings updated SSL security measures, so it looks like it's just improved the security from one side of thing. A new marketing and notification platform. Wizards Unite now uses Braze platform for push messaging and marketing channel segregation. Braze seemed like a fair marketing platform, recording only necessary data in order to identify and segment users. So that could be a cool change. And better support for low connectivity networks. So the process of downloading visual and audio assets has been significantly improved. The game can now detect high and low connectivity networks, increase download speed, and seemingly continue on error. A new downloading speed tracker has been spotted in the wild with support for queued and parallel downloads. And in addition to that, we've got a new string for landmark titles. So for all the different separate categories for the registry, mysterious artifacts and so on, they've all got different title. They've got landmark titles added. I'm not sure what they're going to be used for yet though. And we have 2 new encounter type and flags. So port key spawn, So that may be that we're going to encounter some portkeys in the wild, which I'd like to see. I think that would be cool. And an encounter has already apparated away flag. So possibly if you've just missed an encounter that you've been searching for, it might then leave it's already apparated away. Not sure what they're used for, but look pretty self-explanatory. And lifetime mechanics, finally lifetime metrics. Medal farmers and stat lovers rejoice. 4 new lifetime metrics have been added, allowing the game to track your progress in the following actions: number of inns looted, number of greenhouses looted, number of maps encounters won, and number of wizarding challenges. And I imagine we're probably going to get something similar to Pokemon Go in the final releases, is maybe some rewards for reaching certain milestones. So that is the whole of the update in total. But what does this mean for tomorrow? Tomorrow is Wizarding Wednesday, and generally that is when big news comes out and big changes. They messed up massively, Niantic, by sending out emails to Australia saying it's now available in your region. Then they made the mistake, took it away and said, sorry, it'll be coming soon. It then got released on the Apple Store, I believe, and then taken down. People who did get it, I think, only got beta access, which is where you've got the app, but you don't have any points of interest. So there's nothing you can actually do in it other than the initial introduction. So I don't think, I think they messed up, and I think that tomorrow will be the point at which they open beta to Australia. We have some insight to the fact that, you know, the South Korea will be getting a benefit if you are on a certain network. I think it's SK Telecoms, if for, you know, earlier release of the game. So I do expect that in rolling out the game, and this is usually practiced within a lot of games, they will roll it out to one area, New Zealand, increase that, Australia, and then carry on doing that, increasing it. So they're more, you know, having that gradual progression in terms of the, you know, strain that they're going to have on the servers. Whereas if they just go from New Zealand to the whole world, you can imagine how massive a jump that is going to be in terms of the strain that's going to put on the servers. So I'm going to be, I think it's going to be, we're going to be seeing something tomorrow, and I do think it's going to be Australia that gains something big. Still don't think England are going to get it. I don't think it's around the corner for us. I would love that, but I don't think so. I feel like Australia looks like the most kind of the best guess at the moment, and then possibly after that we may see Europe coming into the fold, but it may go into Asia first because with that SK Telecom deal. What I'd like to see is it obviously go New Zealand, Australia, Europe, but I think it's going to go New Zealand, Australia, Asia, then Europe or USA, maybe at the same time. I think that's just going to be how they grade it. Okay, well that's all for this one. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed it. If you have, please hit the like button and hit subscribe if you want to keep up to date with future content and information. I will be putting a ton of information out on, you know, guides on how to use fortresses, portkeys and portmanteaus, spells. I'm going to be putting out videos on separate guides for each of those. So if you're interested in content like that, for when it is globally released and you guys are playing it, make sure to hit subscribe, and I'll do my best to keep you up to date and informed for the game and hopefully your wizarding career. Okay, that's all for this one. See you guys soon.